It's rumors, of course, you know. It's always rumors in the media. They always target me. I don't know why.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Greetings, Sports DTM fans, and welcome to another episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Analyst Elaine Thompson-Herah has denied news that she plans on leaving MVP Track Club and described it as nothing but a rumor. But before we get into the details, we see that you've been watching and liking our videos. We also want you to be part of the Sports DTM family by clicking that subscription button. If that button is still red, it simply means that you're not subscribed yet. So where you wait for and just click the button and welcome to the Sports DTM family. Analyst Elaine said Uno spread rumor on her, right? A rumor that Bruce James himself had mentioned that discussions are underway with Thompson-Herah's camp regarding her future. A rumor that Stephen Francis, her coach, responded to in a very cryptic way. In short, and this is Stephen Francis speaking now, I would not be surprised if she, Elaine, is not here. I don't know if she is going to be here, but neither do I for anybody else in her situation, which implies that Elaine Thompson-Herah is in a situation at the moment. He went on to say, "What I can tell you is that I am not in the habit of revealing communication which occurs between me and my athlete, so I cannot comment on that." So in summary, I can't tell you what Elaine has said to me or what I have to say to her. And secondly, if she tells you that this is her plan, then I will sit and see what happens in the middle of October. It takes a smart and strong athlete to sit back and say, "You guys weren't around, so leave me and let me make my decision." So clearly some decisions are being made, and Stephen Francis is implying that these decisions are not coming from the athletes themselves, but the people around the athletes, the camp as they call it. This is nothing new to MVP and Stephen Francis. And if we were to look back on some of the famous names who have had some bad blood or have left MVP with bad taste in their mouth, Christine Day comes to mind. And Christine says that Stephen Francis ended the relationship, the training relationship with her, through a text message. It wasn't concrete, and he gave it a few days to think about it. And I had to prove to him that I could be the same person I was when I just stepped into MVP. This is Christine. After Stephen Francis texted her after the Summer World Athletics Championship to say that he would not be able to train her anymore. We were supposed to have another meeting, but we didn't. He sent a text message to say he did not change his mind, and that was it. His decision was sealed. I'm not training anymore. Kelly Spencer is another such athlete who described the situation as, "Maybe I outgrew him, Mr. Francis, and I didn't feel I was needed any longer." Let's put it in that way. It was like I'm an outcast, really. I felt like an outcast. I just needed a different environment to be more relaxed. I was just not comfortable anymore, and I believe this change will work in my advantage. So she described the situation as being uncomfortable and not relaxed. Milane Walker described Stephen Francis as a dictator who neglected her. Asafa Powell and Sharon Simpson or two other athletes who had separation issues from MVP, they were given an ultimatum. You either go cut ties with your agent Paul Doyle or find another coach and another club after they were both tested positive for a banned substance. Mr. Francis said, hey what? You either go cut off Paul Doyle or you go find another coach and another club. Another such athlete, and the most recent one, is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. She left, had to return, and then she left again. The circumstances under which she left is still unknown. But in several interviews after or post MVP era for Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, she has mentioned on numerous occasions how personal attention has helped her to progress from the level she was to where she is now, running the fastest she has ever run in her entire life. Stephen Francis, in his recent interview with the media, hinted at this condition or situation as well. And he says, sometimes an athlete finds it hard to reconcile when they hear of their fellow competitors talking about their coaches, calling them, and their coaches doing that and this. Being successful, you tend to want to see those types of things happen to you, and again, the athletes lose focus on what their accomplishments are and focus on things I would call at best frills. So we do have a problem with those people who do not like to be around competition in their camp. Analyst, I know this is a lot to take in, but we have seen this before where athletes try to leave and then they have to return to MVP. Is this a similar situation for Elaine Thompson-Herah, who has come out and said a rumor the media has spread after Stephen Francis spoke about not being aware if Elaine will show up, and Bruce James speaking that there is discussion going on about Elaine's future. Now she has said a rumor has spread. Talk to me.
Yeah, so is this a false start though by the media? So it's rumored that Elaine is leaving MVP, but there was a letter. Where that letter came from? Is it that her signature was forged, or maybe it didn't have her signature, or maybe that letter was leaked prematurely? Maybe it's in the future for her to leave, probably after coming from a vacation or something like that. Then the letter would be, furnished, issued. I don't know, but one thing for sure, we have up until October 18th, the middle of October, like what Stephen Francis said, to know the exact thing that's happening. But can we wait till then? Clearly the media can't, and so they issue a false start. Or maybe this was strategic. Could have been strategic, because Nike pretty much backed Sha'Carri, and leaving MVP might open the door for probably a new sponsorship, because she did say leaving MVP and Nike. Could be a big money move. Who knows? Maybe there's battle, there's bidding, and this letter is pretty much saying to Nike, come on and get me. Who knows? Or this leaked letter is saying to Nike, come on and get me. But one thing for sure, we just have to go by what Elaine says, a false start by the media, and as such, she's still with MVP. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. But history shows that this might not necessarily be a rumor. Let's see how this plays out.
Wow, it's all happening at MVP camp. First statement was put out that Elaine Thompson-Herah was ready to leave. Now she's saying it's all rumors. Well, I believe rumors can be true, and I think that information was leaked a little bit too early, so she's trying to back out of it. But I think that's where her mind is. She wants to leave the camp, and sooner or later she will get her wish. It's all mind games at this moment, but at the end of the day, she will get her wish, and she wants to leave, and she will leave.
Wow, and the saga just took another turn, and this time it is a double Olympic champion, Elaine Thompson-Herah, who today described as the Rumours reports that she plans to leave the MVP track and field club. This is interesting. It was only earlier today that multiple media houses and persons in the media indicated and reported that Thompson-Herah had sent correspondence to MVP Track Club indicating that she wants to leave, she no longer wanted their service, and that she was moving on from them. And of course, Coach Stephen Francis, in effect, also moving on from Nike. However, word is now coming that Thompson-Herah is saying that's all fake news. Interesting. Well, I wonder then, why would MVP President Bruce James indicate to journalists that discussions were underway regarding Thompson-Herah's future? We wonder why her coach, Stephen Francis, would be speaking about the uncertainty surrounding her coming back for training. What I would say is that it appears that probably somebody from Thompson-Herah's camp may have sent out a letter without her knowledge. Is it possible? Is it possible that while they were out today, that news got out to the big sponsors and someone intercepted another sponsor? How ironic it is that on the day when the media events were swirling, that Thompson-Herah suddenly comes on an international show and not the local Jamaican media house to talk. Well, we wait and see what will become of this story. We wait patiently for the bills and receipts that will follow. We also know that this cannot end well, and as such, it's not a matter of if, but when.
Interestingly, Thompson-Herah camp and the MVP camps are paying Mickey Mouse. It clearly indicates that letter was sent to the camp indicating her intention of wanting to leave the camp. Now she's debunking that rumor, indicating now that, she basically don't have any bad ill with MVP camp. It's quite interesting that athletes under Stephen Francis, at some point in time when they want to leave, these type of things happen. I still think that Elaine Thompson-Herah wants to leave, but she doesn't want that negative energy right now based on the high in which the camp, has been feeding off, coming off of that successful campaign. But I do see her leaving this camp soon.
There you have it, Sports DTM fans. Another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Elaine Thompson-Herah saying a rumor on her spread, a rumor the media spreading that she plans to leave the MVP club and the Nike. Fans out there, we would love to hear from you by you leaving your comments in the comment section below. What's your thoughts on all that has happened in the media since the breaking news that she wrote to MVP indicating that she wants to leave? Leave all those comments in the comment section below, and always remember to like, to share, and to subscribe, and to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell all of them friends to come and join the Sports DTM family. This has been another episode of Sports Down the Middle. Be blessed.